Start your day with this anointed Psalm 91 prayer. God will cover you. Before anything else pulls your attention, before the phone lights up, before the rush of the day kicks in, I want to invite you into a moment. Just you, me, and the quiet stillness of a new morning. Right now, as the world begins to stir and the sky slowly shifts from night to day, there's something sacred about this pause, something powerful. And it starts with where we choose to place our hearts before the noise begins. You woke up today, on purpose, not by accident, not just because your alarm clock worked or your body decided to keep going. You're here because God breathed life into your lungs again. That alone is reason enough to give him the first breath, the first thought, the first whisper of the day. And there's no better way to do that than to pray Psalm 91, one of the most beautiful, powerful declarations of protection, refuge, and divine love we've ever been given. This psalm isn't just poetic, it's a shield, a promise. It's a reminder that we're not waking up alone and we're not walking into this day unarmed. Every word is a declaration of who God is to you, not just to the church, not just to David, not just to ancient Israel, to you, right now, right here, in your exact situation. Whether you're feeling strong and full of faith or weary and stretched thin, Psalm 91 is an invitation to come under the covering of the Most High and remain in his shadow, where fear has no hold and peace is not optional, it's promised. Maybe you're facing something today you didn't expect, a decision, a diagnosis, a deadline, or maybe today looks just like yesterday and the routine has worn your spirit thin. Either way, Psalm 91 meets you there. It's not just a prayer for emergencies, it's a declaration for every ordinary morning that has the potential to be extraordinary when you walk it with God. So as we begin this prayer together, take a breath, not a rushed one, but a deep one, the kind that reminds you you're alive, you're held, and you're not in this alone. Let's make room for the Spirit of God to cover this day, to cover you, and to anchor every step in the truth of his word. Because before you do anything today, the best thing you can do is step into the shadow of the Almighty and say, "You are my refuge, my fortress, my God. In you I trust." Let's begin right at the heart of it all. Psalm 91, verse 1. He who dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. There's something beautiful about that word, dwell. It doesn't say he who visits or he who occasionally checks in. It says he who dwells. That means living there, remaining, not just popping in when things get hard, but choosing to make God's presence your home. This secret place isn't some physical location you have to travel to. You don't need to be in a church building or on a mountaintop retreat to access it. It's the quiet inner space where your heart meets his. It's the place where you shut out the noise and the rush and the demands and simply say, "Here I am, Lord. I just want to be with you." Every morning when you wake up, you're given a choice. You can step into the chaos of the day and try to carry everything on your own, or you can retreat into the secret place and let God be your covering before the world even touches you. To dwell in God's presence means beginning your day with him, not just fitting him in. It means putting him first, even before you check your messages or start your routine. It's not about performance. It's about posture, the posture of your heart. And then verse 2 says, "I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress, my God. In him I will trust." Did you catch that? I will say, there's something powerful about speaking out loud who God is to you. Not just thinking it, not just reading it, saying it, declaring it, because words shape reality. Words carry authority. So before your feet hit the floor, you get to say, "God, you are my refuge today, my hiding place, my safe space. You are my fortress, strong, secure, immovable. You're not going anywhere, and neither am I. I trust you with what I can't see. I trust you with what I can't control." When you start the day with declarations like that, you're not just reacting to life. You're stepping into it with spiritual authority. You're not begging God for help later. You're beginning by reminding your soul who He already is. Now look at what comes next. Verse 3, "Surely He shall deliver you from the snare of the fowler and from the perilous pestilence." Surely, not maybe, not possibly, surely, that's certainty. That's God saying you can count on this. And what does He promise? That He will deliver you, not just protect you from danger, but rescue you when you're caught in it. Whether it's the trap of anxiety, temptation, confusion, fear, or anything else that tries to steal your peace, God is your deliverer. Or there are things we don't even know we're walking into today. Conversations, interruptions, attacks, even blessings. Some visible, some invisible, but none of it surprises God, and none of it is beyond His reach. This is the kind of prayer that says, Lord, even if I walk into a trap today, one I didn't see coming, You're already planning my escape. You are the one who gets me out. And then we move into one of the most comforting verses in the whole chapter. Verse 4, "He shall cover you with His feathers, and under His wings you shall take refuge. His truth shall be your shield and buckler." What an image. God covering you with His feathers, not just any protection, but the soft, gentle, close kind. Like a mother bird who draws her young in close, covering them with her own body. Not because they earned it, not because they're strong, but because they're hers. That's how God sees you. He draws you in close, not just to protect, but to comfort. And that closeness, that intimacy, is something we desperately need, especially when the day feels too loud or too heavy. Under His wings, you're not just hidden from the enemy, you're held by the Father. You're not just out of danger, you're wrapped in love. And it says His truth is your shield, not your own strength, not your plans, not your ability to control the outcome. His truth, the truth of who He is, the truth of what He's promised, the truth of what the Word says about you, even when your emotions say otherwise. That's your shield. That's what guards your heart today. Not perfection, not striving, just truth. And that truth says you are loved, you are covered, and you are not alone. So as you take your next breath, take it knowing this. Today you dwell in the secret place. Today you declare who God is. Today you trust Him to deliver you. And today you're covered fully, completely under His wings. And the day hasn't even fully started yet. Let's keep going, because this next part of Psalm 91 speaks directly into some of the deepest fears we carry, especially in the quiet moments when no one else knows the weight we're holding. Verse 5 says, "You shall not be afraid of the terror by night, nor of the arrow that flies by day." Fear has a way of creeping in before we even open our eyes. It whispers at night when we're trying to sleep, and it shouts in the middle of the day when everything feels overwhelming. Sometimes the fear doesn't even have a name. It's just there, like a heavy fog you can't shake. But this promise, it's bold. It doesn't say fear won't try to come. It says you shall not be afraid. In other words, the fear might show up, but it doesn't get to stay. It might knock on the door, but you don't have to invite it in. Whether it's fear of bad news, fear of failure, fear for your children, fear of not being enough, or fear of what's ahead. God's word says you can walk through this day without bowing to it, and it doesn't stop there. Verse 6 continues, "Nor of the pestilence that walks in darkness, nor of the destruction that lays waste at noonday." This is about more than physical illness or disaster. It's about unseen threats, things you can't plan for or predict. But even then, you don't have to live in anxiety. You don't have to stay in a state of hypervigilance, constantly waiting for something to go wrong. Why? Because you've made the Lord your dwelling place. You've already chosen where your security comes from. And it's not in your ability to anticipate every outcome. It's in the God who sees everything, holds everything, and never leaves your side. Then Psalm 91 shifts again with this incredible promise in verse 7. "1,000 may fall at your side and 10,000 at your right hand, but it shall not come near you." That's not just poetic language. That's personal protection. That's God saying you're not going to fall just because everything around you is. Sometimes we look at the world and we see so much falling. Brokenness, disappointment, confusion, people We love walking through painful seasons, and it can start to feel like we're next, like it's only a matter of time before we break too. But here's the truth. You are not defined by what happens around you. You are not at the mercy of your environment. You are set apart. And that doesn't mean you won't face hard things, but it does mean they won't destroy you. You might be in the middle of a battlefield, but you're not out there alone. God has placed a hedge around you. His presence is your shield, and His purpose for your life stands even when everything else is shaking. Verse 8 reminds us why. Only with your eyes shall you look and see the reward of the wicked. There's a difference between observing and experiencing. God says you may see the chaos, the evil, brokenness, but you're not going to be consumed by it. You may witness it, but you don't have to fear it. God is a just God. He sees the wrongs and He promises to bring justice in His timing. You don't have to carry the weight of fixing everything or protecting yourself from everyone. That's His job. You just keep walking with Him one step at a time. And then we get to this beautiful section in verses 9 and 10. Because you have made the Lord, who is my refuge, even the Most High, your dwelling place, no evil shall befall you, nor shall any plague come near your dwelling. That word, because, is important. It's a reminder that these promises are connected to the choice you made, the choice to dwell, the choice to start your day under His covering. God doesn't promise a life without trouble, but He does promise that evil won't overtake you, that destruction won't come near your home, not just your physical house, but your heart, your spirit, your peace. This morning prayer is more than words. It's a covering. It's a declaration that you've chosen to remain under the protection of the Most High God. And when you do that, no matter what today holds, you're not going into it unprotected. Now let's lean into one of the most incredible promises of all. Verse 11, for He shall give His angels charge over you to keep you in all your ways. Think about that for a second. God commands His angels, heavenly beings, warriors, messengers, of light to watch over you, not casually, not just in emergencies. It says to keep you in all your ways. That means everywhere you go today, every errand, every meeting, every conversation, every quiet moment when no one sees you, angels are assigned to you. That's not superstition. That's Scripture. That's the Word of God reminding you that you are never walking through this day alone. Heaven is backing you. Angels are guarding you. And verse 12 paints the picture. In their hands they shall bear you up, lest you dash your foot against a stone. God is not watching from a distance, waiting to see if you mess up. He's actively surrounding you with help, even help you don't see. There are moments you've been protected from things you didn't even know were coming. Accidents avoided, traps uncovered, paths redirected, all because of God's invisible hand at work. So instead of stepping into today with fear, step in with confidence. You've got angelic backup. You've got divine help. You are covered. As we keep going, verse 13 says, you shall tread upon the lion and the cobra, the young lion and the serpent you shall trample underfoot. That's not just poetic imagery. It's spiritual authority. Lions and cobras represent danger, attack, even the enemy himself. But God says you won't just avoid them. You'll trample them. You'll walk in victory, not just survival. This is a reminder that you're not on the defensive all the time. You're not just hoping to make it through. You are equipped, anointed, and empowered to walk in spiritual authority today, to say no to fear, to reject the lies of the enemy, to pray bold prayers and stand your ground when the enemy tries to push you around. So when you face challenges today, and you don't shrink back. You remember that the same Spirit that raised Christ from the dead is living in you. That's the power you walk in. That's the confidence you carry. Because you're not just walking into the day. You're treading on ground that God has already given you victory over. That's the power of starting your morning in Psalm 91. It doesn't remove every storm, but it reminds you who you are, who walks with you, and what's already been promised. Let's keep moving into verse 14, where everything becomes even more personal. Up until now, the psalmist has been speaking about God. But here, God Himself starts speaking directly to you. It shifts from being a declaration to being a divine conversation. Because he has set his love upon me, therefore I will deliver him. I will set him on high because he has known my name. This is God responding to your love. He's not distant. He's not indifferent. He's fully aware that you've chosen him, and he honors that. He says, because you love me, I will deliver you. Not just protect, not just provide, deliver. That's the kind of personal connection you have with your Creator. When you wake up and choose to love him first, to set your affections, your attention, your dependence on him, he takes that to heart. You may not have perfect prayers. You might not have it all figured out. But your love for him, he sees it, and he responds with a promise. I will set you on high. That's God saying, I'm going to lift you. You might feel low today, low in energy, low in hope, low in clarity. But I will raise you up because you know my name. And his name isn't just a title. It's his character, his faithfulness, his consistency, his mercy, his power. When you call on the name of the Lord, you're not just saying words. You're leaning on the very nature of who he is. Then God doubles down on his promise in verse 15. He shall call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. Listen to how direct that is. You call. He answers. There's no voicemail, no silence, no divine delay. God promises that when you call out to him, whether it's in desperation or in worship, he hears and responds. And he doesn't just show up to observe. He says, I will be with you in trouble. Not around it, not above it, with you in it. That's the kind of God we serve. One who climbs into the fire, the storm, the valley, and says, I'm right here, but he doesn't stop at being with you. He delivers you and honors you. That might be the part we overlook. God not only pulls you out, but he lifts you up. He restores. He renews. He places his hand on you and says, this one is mine. And then comes the final verse. Psalm 91:16, with long life, I will satisfy him and show him my salvation. There's so much wrapped up in that one line. God is saying, I'm not just giving you a life, I'm giving you a satisfying one. One filled with purpose, peace, and presence. Not a life free of trials, but one rich with his goodness, his nearness, and his saving grace. This is the kind of prayer that changes the way you wake up. It reminds you that before you check the news, before you face the pressures, before you respond to people's expectations, you're covered by his feathers, shielded by his truth, guarded by angels, empowered to trample over anything the enemy throws at you, surrounded by a God who answers when you call. So as we wrap up this morning prayer, let's bring it all back together. Today you dwell in the secret place. You speak out loud who your God is, your refuge, your fortress. You remember that deliverance is not a maybe, it's a promise. You rest under his wings, shielded by truth. You walk without fear. You watch the world shake, but you stay steady. You live as one who is protected by angel armies, empowered to crush every tactic of the enemy. And above all, you walk with a God who loves you deeply, hears you clearly, and honors the fact that you have chosen him. This isn't just a psalm, it's a lifestyle. It's the way you begin every day. Not overwhelmed, but anchored. Not afraid, but confident. Not empty, but satisfied. So go into this day knowing who you are and whose you are. Speak Psalm 91 out loud. Declare it, believe it, and live from the place of refuge it promises. Because you are held, you are loved, you are covered, and the day has only just begun.